at that time, TNA was just starting out too, and the two companies were kind of the two that were kind of filling the void that was left when WWE bought out WCW.
Right.
So, if you look at the collection of talent that was going through at the time, a lot of very familiar faces and names that have gone on to do some great things in the wrestling industry. And really, if you look at historically at that point, wrestling have always kind of had three promotions in a way. At least as far as I can remember back in the wrestling, it's had like a three, and ECW for a while was that third kind of smaller promotion, but was still relevant and still changed the landscape of the business. And I think at that point, Ring of Honor was the equivalent to that. If you look at the guys that were going through there and what they've gone on to do in the business, very, very influential in the history of wrestling, even for not being what people consider a major promotion. But there you go, where you're talking about with the internet and things like that, and allowing this creation to kind of come to fruition.
So Ring of Honor gets you discovered, and then when did you decide, did you want to make the jump from Ring of Honor to TNA, or did TNA approach you?
No, I mean, at the time, there was some crossover. Guys were working both, and they approached me about putting my name in some poll for bringing a new guy in, and polling their fans, and between 4 or 5 guys, and if I was interested in having my name in that, and I said, sure, why not? Certainly not going to hurt. And supposedly it was legitimate, and supposedly I won by a landslide, and I went in there and faced Christopher Daniels, and and then that led to them wanting to use me on a semi-regular basis. But at the same time, I was also working Ring of Honor full-time basis, and also running their training facilities. So, right there, I was kind of doing a little bit of both.
And then you made the complete jump to TNA at one point, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, well, at some point, when they signed, some things changed between the two business models. Yeah, decisions and were kind of made, and they're offering full-time contracts. It's a lot more complicated than to say I just chose that one. But for a while, I was working both. Eventually, I wasn't just with TNA. I was actually I was on the sidelines there with some different disputes, and that's the process would actually led me back to Ring of Honor full time in 2007 or 8, I believe.